Hello everyone and welcome back to February on the Cozy Chair. Are you enjoying all these fairy tales? Make sure to comment down below if there's a fairy tale that you're just dying to hear and that I haven't read yet. So, this is our very last day of our game of Who's Listening? Here is Ezra. Hello Ezra, I am so glad that you are here. So, now it's time for our February game. All you moms and dads, uncles, aunts, nannies, and grannies, send me in a letter. You can email me at thecozychairclub@gmail.com, or you can message me on Instagram at thecozychairclub. And just let me know what your name is and the name of your child, and then I will put that together in a Valentine with a little note. You need to write them a little note, and I'll read that here on the channel for them. Well, today it's time to go to our fairy tale books. Now here is a new book. This is Classic Bedtime Stories. These are retold and illustrated by Scott Gustafson. Do you remember we have another book by him? And this is a great one to add to your collection. So, today this book is the story of Little Sambha and the Tigers. Now, I listened to this book when I was a kid, but it wasn't called The Story of Little Sambha and the Tigers. It was called Little Black Sambo. So if you heard the story of Little Black Sambo, this one is told from that story. Now today I'm going to be reading for Blake. Hello, Blake. I hope you like this book. This was one of my very favorite stories when I was your age, and my mother read it to me. So this is a little different than, it's a little different from the Little Black Sambo, but the story is very much the same. Once upon a time, there was a young boy, and his name was Little Sambha. And his mother was called Mata, and his father was called Bappa. One day, Mata made him a beautiful little red coat and a pair of beautiful little blue trousers. And Bappa went to the bazaar and bought him a beautiful green umbrella and a lovely little pair of purple shoes with crimson soles and crimson linings. And then wasn't Little Sambha grand? Oh, look at him. Doesn't he look fabulous? Now, the other day when I was reading this book to my children, they said, "What are crimson soles and crimson linings?" That means the bottom of his shoe was a dark red and the inside of his shoes, the linings, were crimson red too. Look who is here. So he put on all his fine clothes and went out for a walk in the jungle. By and by, he met a tiger. And the tiger said to him, "Little Sambha, I'm going to eat you up." And Little Sambha said, "Oh, please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up. I'll give you my beautiful little red coat." So the tiger said, "Very well. I won't eat you this time, but you must give me your beautiful little red coat." So the tiger got poor Little Sambha's beautiful little red coat and went away saying, "Now I am the grandest tiger in the jungle." Wow, how does he look with Little Sambha's red jacket, little red coat? And Little Sambha walked on, and by he met another tiger. And the tiger said to him, "Little Sambha, I'm going to eat you up." And Little Sambha said, "Oh, please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up, and I'll give you my beautiful little blue trousers." So the tiger got poor Little Sambha's beautiful little blue trousers and went away saying, "Now I am the grandest tiger in all of the jungle." And Little Sambha went on, and by he met another tiger. And it said to him, "Little Sambha, I'm gonna eat you up." And Little Sambha said, "Oh, please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up, and I'll give you my beautiful little purple shoes with crimson soles and crimson linings." But the tiger said, "What use would your shoes be to me? I have 4 feet for walking, and you've only 2. You haven't enough shoes for me." But Little Sambha said, "You could wear them on your ears." "So I could," said the tiger. "That's a very good idea. Give them to me, and I won't eat you this time." So the tiger got poor Little Sambha's beautiful little purple shoes with crimson soles and crimson linings and went away saying, "Now I am the grandest tiger in all the jungle." Oh, look at Little Sambha. He's laughing, isn't he? He thinks that tiger looks a little bit silly with those shoes on his head. And by, Little Sambha met another tiger. And he said to him, "Little Sambha, I'm going to eat you up." And Little Sambha said, "Oh, please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up, and I'll give you my beautiful green umbrella." But the tiger said, "How can I carry an umbrella when I need all my paws for walking?" "You could tie it on your tail and carry it that way," said Little Sambha. "So I could," said the tiger. "Give it to me and I won't eat you this time." So the tiger got poor Little Sambha's beautiful green umbrella and went away saying, "Now I am the grandest tiger in all of the jungle." And Little Sambha went away crying because the cruel tigers had taken all of his fine clothes. Presently he heard a horrible noise that sounded like grrr, and it got louder and louder. "Oh dear," said Little Sambha, "that must be all the tigers coming back to eat me up. What shall I do?" He ran quickly to a palm tree and peeped around it to see what the matter was. There he saw all the tigers arguing, disputing which of them was the grandest. At last they all got so angry that they knew the only way to settle the argument was to fight. They took off all their fine clothes so as not to ruin them and began to tear each other with their claws and bite each other with their great big white teeth. And they came rolling and tumbling right to the foot of the very tree where Little Sambha was hiding. But he jumped quickly to hide behind the umbrella. The tigers all caught hold of each other's tails as they wrangled and scrambled, and so they found themselves in a ring around the tree. Then while the tigers were wrangling and scrambling, Little Sambha jumped up and called out, "Oh, tigers! Why have you taken off all your nice clothes? Don't you want them any more?" But the tigers only answered, "Grrr." Then the Little Sambha said, "If you want them, say so, or else I'll take them away." But the tigers would not let go of each other's tails, so they could only say, "Grrr." So Little Sambha put all his fine clothes on again and walked off. The tigers were very, very angry, but still they would not let go of each other's tails. They were so angry that they ran around the tree trying to eat each other up, and they ran faster and faster and faster until they were whirling around the tree so fast you couldn't see their legs at all. And they still ran faster and faster and faster until they all just melted away. And there was nothing left but a great big pool of melted butter, or ghee, as it is called in India, around the base of the tree. Now Bappa was just coming home from his work with a great big brass pot in his arms, and when he saw what was left of all the tigers, he said, "Oh, what lovely melted butter! I'll take that home to Mata for her to use in cooking." So he put it all in the great big brass pot and took it home to Mata to cook with. When Mata saw the melted butter, wasn't she pleased? "Now we'll all have pancakes for supper." So she got flour and eggs and milk and sugar and butter, and she made a huge big plate of the loveliest pancakes. She fried them in the melted butter and the tigers had made, and they were just as yellow and brown as little tigers. And then they all sat down to supper, and Mata ate 27 pancakes. And Bappa ate 55, and Little Sambha ate 169 because he was so hungry. What did you think about that story? Did you like it? That was one of my very, very favorite stories as a kid. Look at all of those brown and yellow pancakes. Do you ever eat pancakes for supper? I love pancakes for supper. Well, I hope that you had a fun time listening to this fairy tale. And just remember, have all of your mommies, daddies, uncles, aunts, grannies, and nannies send me a Valentine that I can read for you. Make sure it says your name and their name and a little message so I can read it to them for this Valentine's month. Thanks for coming, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.